Mason Jones, Alex Sola. Mason Jones 17-2. You hear me, Pat?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, 17-2. 74-inch reach, 5'10". He's taking on Alex Solo, who's 11-0, 5'11". Let me see what Tapology says about his reach. Tapology says 74-inch reach, so they're even. He's 6'2". I'm taking Mason Jones by decision. What do you got to say?
Yeah, I don't trust the French, man. That is what it is. I just can't trust the French. BSD's the one exception. You can trust him. The solo guy, I'd pick fucking Reese McKee to beat him. I just don't think he's good whatsoever. I think Mason Jones is gonna be able to take him down and dominate him. I'm thinking he's gonna TKO him on the ground. I'm gonna take Mason Jones like round 3 TKO. If the French guy surprises me and he's better than I think he is, I wouldn't say it was crazy or anything. I haven't seen anything crazy on tape, so I mean, it is what it is.
Alrighty. Main event now. We got a featherweight bout: Curtis Campbell versus Danny Silva. Danny Silva is 5'9", 72-inch reach. Oh, that's Curtis Campbell. If I said Danny Silva, Danny Silva is 5'11" with a 70-inch reach. Uh, I'm taking Curtis Campbell in this fight to beat Danny Silva. I'm not a Danny Silva fan, so
Yeah, so I mentioned it previously. There's a two-leg parlay that I just did a little sprinkle on. Mantis by submission was the first leg. Second leg is Danny Silva by knockout. I really think Curtis Campbell's there to be hit if he can't get takedowns. Danny Silva's getting taken down by Kevin Vallejos. He wasn't sitting there laying on bottom or anything, but he probably wasn't expecting Kevin Vallejos to wrestle. He knows Curtis Campbell's coming in there to wrestle. This is a prime time example for the Dana White Contender Series fade, I believe in. I think it's another one's coming right here. I think Denny Silva's the way better striker. This is gonna be light and day difference on the feet, in my opinion. The way Curtis Campbell wins his fights is getting takedowns and getting ground and pound TKOs for the most part. He might get Danny Silva down a couple times. I don't think he's gonna be able to hold him there, and I think that he's he's in a rude awakening if he's stuck on the feet with Danny Silva here. I'm gonna take Danny Silva.
all right. Middleweight bout. We got Rome Doldies versus Christian Leroy Duncan, CLD. Uh,
Oh my god, that
what?
was a big old mess up on his name.
What? Christian Leroy Duncan?
No, Rome Doldies.
What did I say? Doldies?
Yeah, Roman Dolidze.
Oh, Delize.
Yeah,
He's an underdog. He's 37 years of age. He's 6'2", 76-inch reach. He's fighting CLD Chris Leroy Duncan, who is the moderate favorite. He's 30 years of age, 185 years old. 185 is the weight class. Uh, Height 6'2", 79-inch reach. I'm taking CLD on this fight. Roman's getting old, and I just like CLD more.
I think Roman's only chance to win this fight's by getting some grappling going and submitting CLD. CLD's got super underrated takedown defense. I don't think Roman's got the greatest of takedowns either. Put those two together, I think Roman Dolidze is going to get knocked out by CLD. If not, I think it's going to be a really dominant decision on the feet. Home crowd advantage as well for CLD. I really like CLD by knockout here. I actually don't hate the under 2.5 plus 100. I'm kind of surprised it's favored as an over after Roman just got TKO'd by Anthony Hernandez, which is kind of surprising to me. But I'll take CLD all day.
All right. Moving on up to light heavyweight bout. Not going to even mention anything about either one of these fighters. I'm taking Iowa Baron Nowitzki, or however you say it, the Polish dude. Uh, by knockout against Austin Lane.
Hey, I'll say something.
What?
I bet you did. I bet you didn't notice this. Austin Lane's dropping down to light heavyweight.
Didn't notice that, but I don't give a damn.
Yeah, he's gonna be huge in there. 6'8" light heavyweight, something like that.
6'6",
Doesn't matter. The bigger you are, the harder you fall.
high
And I
chin.
think Ivo Baranuski's gonna chin him. He, I wouldn't be shocked if Austin Lane went for a takedown and actually got submitted somehow. Because Ivo, I don't think's got terrible submissions either. Like if you go on here, plus 450 by submission on Elo might be worth a tag sprinkle just solely for that reason. Because Austin Lane did just get submitted by Vitor Petrino. But I think the more likely outcome is Ewo is just going to chin the fuck out of him. So I'm going to take Ewo.
Alright. Moving on up to welterweight bout, Michael Page versus Sam Patterson. Michael is the favorite, 38 years old, uh, almost 39. 38 years, 11 months, and 2 weeks, it says. So he's almost 39. He's 6'3", 79-inch reach. He's taking on Sam Patterson, who's 29 years old, 10 months and 2 weeks and 5 days. 6'3", 78-inch reach. I'm a big Sam Patterson fan, but I just don't really like the guys that he's fought recently, and I'm not really an MVP fan either. I kind of don't like the dude at all. I'm taking Sam Patterson to win this fight.
I'm like 51-49 on this fight because there's definitely a world where any outcome can really happen here. I I have a love-hate relationship for MVP. I've made probably the most money betting him as an underdog over the past 2 years of any fighter. He's always an underdog, and I always like the matchup for him. Here, he's a sizable favorite, and I'm not really loving the matchup all that much. The main question is, can Sam Patterson get takedowns on MVP? I think he can, but I don't think he's going to get him consistently enough. MVP is a hard guy to submit. He has to know takedowns are coming from Sam Patterson. Sam Patterson's striking's fairly decent. I like Sam Patterson. I think he's just going to be way too slow. The reason I hate MVP is he just goes out there and tries to fucking aura farm, and he doesn't do shit. He just throws like one hard right and backs up and just fucking dances the whole time. It's lame as shit to watch. He like thinks he's badass landing like 18 strikes in a fight. But I'm gonna take MVP by decision here. I honestly wouldn't hate if I got this pick wrong because I like Sam Patterson, but I'm just gonna take MVP.
Alrighty. Moving on to the co-main, we got it's wild. This is the co-main, but Luke Riley taking on Michael Aswell Jr. Luke Riley is 26. He's the favorite, moderate favorite. He's 26 years old. Uh, 5'9", 69-inch reach. He's taking on Michael Aswell Jr., who is plus 190 on here. 25 years old, 5 months, 3 weeks, 1 day, and he's 5'8" shorter, pretty much the same size fighter. Uh, I thought about Aswell Jr., but I'm just going to stick with Luke Riley here. I'm going to take Luke Riley by decision.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all. Going. I'm probably gonna go round three TKO for Riley. If Aslo wants to get grappling going, he might be able to have some success watching and see what Bogdan Grad did against Austin or Luke Riley. I almost said Austin Riley, MLB, but I don't really see like the volume game working too well against Luke Riley. He's a very very phenomenal striker. Will he have more trouble the further along this list or going up the rankings goes? I think he's going to run into some buzzsaws and he's going to catch some losses. I don't think it's coming from Aswell. I think they made this the co-main event because this should be a fun little war on the feet. But I think this is a war that Riley's going to wind up overcoming and winning. So I'm going to take Luke Riley by knockout.
Alrighty. And then we're on to the main event. Evlov, Evlov, Evloev versus Lerone Murphy. Uh, Evloev, Russian. He's the favorite. 32 years old, 145 pounds, 5'7". He's taking on Lerone Murphy, 34 years old, 5'9", 73.5-inch reach. Uh, After the Aaron Pico fight, uh, I was gonna take Lerone Murphy, but I'm taking Evloev to win this fight, and hopefully, well, it ain't gonna happen. But I think Aaron Pico was gonna beat Evloev as well, and then Lerone kind of just got lucky in that fight with the spinning back, whatever, and caught him because he was kind of getting his ass kicked, in my opinion. But good fight, both undefeated. But I'm gonna take Evloev.
So my brain is telling me Evloev should have the grappling to be able to get this done against Lerone. And I'm like just telling the other part of my brain's telling that side that it's wrong. I've been up in 50-50 on this fight. I one thing is with Evloev, we've never seen that guy go 5 rounds. Definitely seen Lerone go 5 rounds. So every time he gets through like a 3 decision war, Evloev looks dead. He had, I don't know if you saw, he had a bunch of passport problems. He didn't get to England until like today or yesterday. So it's hard to tell with jet lag and everything like that how it's gonna go. I just feel like Lerone Murphy's gonna be able to get a decision here and get like a beneficial home crowd little cheer on for him. They, I think it's gonna look as similar to or Edwards Usman 3. Usman's going to be able to get takedowns and stuff on him, but I think the bigger shots on the feet are going to become from Murphy. He just can't be staying on the bottom. He needs to be able to fight and get back on the feet. I think he's been able to do that pretty damn well for the majority of his career. And don't underestimate Evloev's power. He's got decent power. Grant, he's never knocked anybody out, but it is what it is. I'm going to take Lerone Murphy as a I'm gonna say it's like a 48-47. It could even be a split decision type thing. If Evloev just smudged them for 5 rounds, it is what it is. But I'm gonna take Lerone. I like this plus 200. That's
All right,
too enticing for me not to jump on.
all right. Well, we got a lot of them different here, so we'll see what happens. But time to
Hey,
go watch
someone's
it.
gonna be.
Yep, yep. Time to watch the March Madness, brother. So, till
All
next
right,
time.
man. Oh yeah. Until next week.
Later, brother.